8 inches long. And also down below are some bongos, very endangered animals. Unlike most animals of Africa, both males are female, bongos are parents. In fact, all the bongos down here are females. And notice how the horns are shaped, kind of sloping backwards and seem to come together. That's where adapting to life in the forest, in the woods. This way they can run around without getting tangled up in vegetation. So all they have to do is raise their necks up a little bit and arm their heads up a little bit. And those horns can lay flat on the back of their necks.
Can I see what you're reading?
Not now.
Are you reading Chris?
The animals we see along are all plant eaters. They eat grass and leaves and sometimes tree bark. The next one we're going to see does that because it is a predator. I'm slowing down on this to get a better look at this cat. The pregnant last cars just going to have to wait like 20 seconds. We're going to look at the caracal.
Look at the ear.
The word caracal is derived from the Turkish that means black ear. As you can see, they have black tufts of hair on their ears. And like every other cat, when you have a kitty cat at home, these are predators. Predators can be as little as spiders or fire ants, or as large as bears or sharks. In the wilds, you're either a predator or a prey. So there's no such thing as good or bad animal. Predation helps control animal populations. And every living thing has its own place in nature. Everything working together.
I like the water.
Now we're entering our river habitat. Let's come around this big bend. Look down below to find some nobody dogs that never quack. Now whistle instead. These are white-faced whistling ducks.
What's that say? What's that say?
Every country in the world has rivers,
I'm not very clear.
and Africa has quite a number of them, including the world's longest, the Nile. It's more than 4,000 miles long. Now, sitting pretty on her nest is a European stork.
Yes.
Now, you might wonder what's the European stork doing in Africa. Well, these are migratory birds. During the winter months in Europe, they migrate to Africa and stay there for about 9 months until things start to thaw out in Europe. Then they go back. And that's where the name that storks carry babies come from. And look on this little island, find some pelicans. And share the island with the pelicans are a number of mallards. Now those mallards are not zebras at all. They come here for free food. Nobody bothers them. So they feel too much at home. Look like we're going to go in that big waterfall. Hopefully on the trick for us.
You will get wet, honey. No, it's not going to be super wet. It's just going to be a tiny. Did you see that waterfall with that?
Yeah.
Did you guys get wet?
Well, we'll probably not look at this side of it drenched. But look down the river, on the island are some more white-faced whistling ducks. And standing on that log that's just sticking over the water, there's a couple of white-breasted cormorants. The cormorant is a diving bird, which means they'll dive like 7 feet in the water to catch some
Look at those
fish.
trees, Daddy.
This way there's no competition between them and the pelicans. So the pelicans are surface fishers. They catch them to like They can find a source of the water. While the pelicans can go deep down to the water to find their kind of fish.
But you can't get good eat up the water.
Now speaking of climb out of the river, keep looking straight back down there by the water. There's a tall white bird down there.
Oh yeah.
That's a great egret. That's not from our zoo birds at all.
Yeah.
You see? It's a
It
kind of
comes here for some great food. Just like the manners. One thing you notice about all those birds is the way they've adapted to life
See
around
that?
water.
Like great birds.
Some have long legs so they can stand in the back of the river to catch some fish. Whereas others have webbed feet so they can go even further out to search for their own kind of food. Now we're entering our next animal habitat, a sharp contrast to the river, and that'll be the desert habitat. When we think of deserts, what usually comes to mind is a very hot place with shifting sands and perhaps some cactus plants. But this only describes a small percentage of the world's deserts.
Look at the wall.
Most are very rocky and mountainous, and some can be icy cold, such as the Antarctica or the Southern Pole. Now here in our desert, you're looking at some scimitar horned oryx. These are highly endangered animals, due primarily to overhunting. So their habitats, it's very exposed, not a whole lot of place to hide.
Well, look at them.
So they're quite vulnerable to hunters
You
and
think so?
predators.
They have like this outstretched one, and
It's
they're
very
black.
dangerous.
Next, we come to the semi-arid desert. It's not quite as dry as the first one. And sitting right here are some gemsbok. These are really speedy animals. Gemsbok can outpace a horse up to 50 miles an hour.
Wow.
Can you also find ostrich eggs out there? Now look to the far right. Are you going to see the ostrich out there?
Oh, ostrich.
Out there in the shades.
Like this. You see?
But he didn't lay his eggs.
Yeah.
Because he is a male. You can tell by his black feathers. Female ostriches have brown feathers. Now if you're a zoo member, you probably can see the female ostriches today out there in the open savannah.
You think so?
And right down below, very close to us, in the bushes, is a big brown bird.
Scary, huh?
That's the Kori bustard,
Story.
one of the heaviest flying birds of Africa. Here the Kori bustards are some vultures. The white one is the Egyptian vulture, and the other the hooded vulture. Now vultures are a very important part of nature. If it weren't for the vultures and other scavengers, imagine what kind of smelly world it would be. They eat up all the mess that everybody else left behind. Now look down below to see a bird with a yellow purple feathers in his head. That's a crown crane. And nibbling at some grouse down below is a couple of gerenuk, those slender-bound animals. The gerenuk is a gazelle. Well, gazelles and antelopes are very, very similar. The only difference is that gazelles are more slender and built for speed, whereas the antelopes are sturdier. Now, to come to the more open area of the bush habitat. Standing here in the shades is a couple of large antelopes. These are the greater kudu, K-U-D-U. The one with the horns is the male, and that's typical of most antelopes of Africa.
Kudu. Was it kudu?
Standing right next to the female kudu is the marabou stork. That bird is also a scavenger and trying to take advantage of the little shade that he has just down below is the Grant's zebra.
Oh, zebra.
Now look at the very, very back. As far as back as you can see another kind of zebra. These are the greater zebras way out in the back. They are larger than the grand zebra right down here. The Granite River is the largest of Africa's rivers.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, it's also the most endangered
Yeah.
due again to overhunting for their skins. And if you notice that strange looking tree at the end of the habitat, that's just a replica of the baobab tree. Baobab trees look like that only in the driest season. And during the wet seasons, they look just like every other tree with leaves and fruits. Now, the baobabs are very important to the animals of the bush country. During the brief rainy season, these trees will absorb and store a lot of water in their trunks. So much so that some baobab trees look bloated, look swollen in the middle, all full of water. And this helps many animals survive the long dry season. All they have to do is scrape the bark with their horns and tusks, and they can lap up the water that oozes out. Please keep sitting back as we descend to the canopy of the forest habitat. We are now looking down to the Kimberly Clark chimpanzee forest. Can you see any chimpanzees down there? I see the baby chimpanzee. Look towards right in the middle of the area on those logs. And here is the male trying to show off.
Trying to show off. So you can watch Taylor by the chimpanzee. There he is.
Sometimes here people refer to chimpanzees as monkeys.
Did you see any?
But chimps are not monkeys at all.
He's getting up and
These are one of the three great apes of the world.
trying to show off for
That
his
ain't a chimpanzee broke something.
Yeah,
And
very big
the,
chimpanzee, big bang. I have a video too.
if you want a longer look at the chimpanzees, you can always go to the nature trail. That's it, how it's already.
Crocodile.
Right down above us is the crocodile aisle.
Remember the Nile
And you
River?
can find a couple of crocodiles in there. These are the Nile crocodiles, one of the largest reptiles of Africa.
Reptiles are
These animals can get up to about 18 feet long
wow.
and weigh nearly 2,000 pounds.
Where?
That's something that I don't want to mess
Nile will go
with.
down.
No, so down the to the line, it's a couple of birds.
18 feet.
These are the wattle cranes. They tell us of Africa's cranes. They can attain heights of up to 4.5 feet. Also on the nature trail.